Good evening, everybody. This is your host, Huge Pop, from the Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast. Tonight, we bring to you an XIW event coming up on April 20th, but we have two tag teams in this house tonight. The Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast brings the controversy to the podcast world. Our guests have been raising hell and controversy all over the indie scene, as well as NWA. This tag team and female singles wrestler has been creating controversy as well as Xtreme Impact Wrestling in Panama City Beach, Florida. And I anticipate that there will be flexing their power this Saturday, April 20th, at XIW Resurrection. Please welcome to the HPWP, the Executioner Salazar and the Sixth Sense Labrava.
Look at this. The
Look at
XIW Tag Team Champion. You forgot to say that part.
And then also XIW Women's Champion, and it's Labrava Escobar.
That's
To put a
cute
little
and all,
sting to it,
but
Labrava.
You got to make sure to say this part.
that's cute and all, but seems like you're missing somebody.
I was getting to you, but Mr.
No. Like I'm saying, tag team champion, but I only see one.
Oh, you only see one? You want me to grab the other one?
Hey, you're more than welcome to.
Mr. C right now is in Puerto Rico handling business, something you're probably not doing right now because you're
Actually,
stuck
I've
in your
been to
house.
Puerto Rico plenty of times. Yo te conozco muy bien, papá.
Oh, yeah, sure. We'll talk about that soon enough.
Probably getting drunk in Puerto Rico.
And their opponents who will be mysteriously left there, but they both have worked at Combat Sports Pro, Revolt, worked in Puerto Rico, Australia, NWA, ROH, and AEW. They are the mystery partner, the mystery tag team, and I won't say their name. It's RDLL.
How's that supposed to help?
You know something? RDLL has a very recognizable voice. I'm trying to pinpoint who it is, and I kind of have an idea.
But wait, is it like moron number 1? Is it moron number 2? Is it idiot number 3?
No. I feel like it's someone that I faced before. That's who I feel it is. I feel it's someone that I faced before, and they think they're going to have some type of advantage coming into the show on April 20th because we don't know who you are.
Well, first of all, we don't need an advantage. Trust me.
Oh, yeah, sure.
When we come, we make an impact every time. Ya tu sabes.
Yeah, tu sabes, but you ain't the champions, right? So the one making the impact is me.
That's because we weren't there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, we'll see this Saturday. Let's see what you're going to do when you're there.
The only reason why we ain't champion is because we ain't look over there yet.
Yeah, the only reason you ain't champion is because your name is not Controversial Inc.
But you got our attention now, boy, and we coming.
Okay.
And the only and I was going to say this till end of it, Salazar, but you brought it up, and the only reason why you're champions right now, XIW, is because of exotic youth putting their nose in your business and helping you win Chaos in the Cage. Facts.
You say that, but we already beat an All-Star Special twice, and we already beaten the Russell Twins twice. I mean, luck doesn't strike twice, right?
I understand what you're saying, sir. I really do. But my point is, you were there. You looked as confused as all the fans looked when Exotic Youth comes into the ring, climbs that cage, does that backflip on all of you, and secures their win for you. And their quote, and I quote, they said, "You owe us." Am I right?
But are they the mystery tag team? Because it doesn't sound like them.
I promise you, we've never been there. You're gonna know when we're there. I promise you.
Yeah, and speaking of something, you're talking about somebody help us in a steel cage match. You know what a steel cage is? It's no disqualification. Anything goes. At the end of the day, we won the match, and that's what matters. So don't come here try to talk about, discrepancies and the way that we won, because in the steel cage match, there's only 2 ways to win: either escape or pinfall, and we did just that.
With help.
It doesn't matter.
No disqualification.
We won the match and we're the champions. Where's the All-Star Special?
I hope
They're probably
you're
hanging
okay.
out at Waffle House because that's the only good thing they know how to do.
And I hope you're okay with that, sir. I really do. I hope you're okay with your big man walking around the outside of the cage. You guys in there, basically, you should have lost. But we had Exotic Youth come in there and prove my point, helped you out. I don't think you're going to have any kind of help come Saturday when you guys go against these guys.
No, but that's fine, because you know what? Salazar and Carlos, they're sleeping peacefully that night. They're sleeping peacefully. You think that they're worried about April 20th?
with a paid room, might I add, because XIW rolls out the red carpet for Controversial Inc. You know, so they're gonna make sure we have the best room in all of Panama City Beach, because after we embarrass this mystery tag team, we're gonna go and celebrate like we always do and find the world's worst dive bar that we can find in Panama City Beach and drink the rest of the night, because that's what we do every time we go to Panama City Beach, because we humiliate anyone that comes across us.
Always.
What y'all gonna end up doing is celebrating with them bed bugs in that dirty ass hotel. Hey,
Yeah, that sounds like
look,
your bedroom,
you
man.
might as well have Labrava with you tag teaming, because I mean it's the same thing as having Carlos in your corner, my brother.
Yeah, either way, either me or Mr. C or me and Labrava, we know how to get the job done.
Always.
Yeah, I see you. I see how you training for Saturday. Keep sipping on that soda, baby.
Okay, it's salsa water because we're keeping it healthy.
Bubbly, bubbly. By the way, guys, it still counts as your water intake. 0 calories, 0 everything. So we're just hydrating for the Saturday. That's all.
So Labrava,
It's like the crabs need to hydrate.
do you have a match this Saturday, Labrava?
I sure do, and it's I don't know. Maybe it's like XIW that has like something against us. I don't know what it is, but it's also a mystery opponent, and
Really?
quite frankly, I welcome the challenge. It's fine because you know what that means. That means that women out there are just too afraid to face the new XIW Women's Champion, or B, they just can't step up to the plate because they know what I provide to the company, because I'm an asset to this company, which is the reason why Cassandra just ain't golden no more. Now the golden girl of XIW and the women's division is Labrava, and no one's gonna change that.
Hey,
I don't care who it could be. I
Let
don't
me
care
ask-
if it's somebody out of
let me
state,
ask
outside
y'all
of
a
the
question.
country.
Let me ask y'all a question. You know, they say styles make fights. If you don't know what kind of style we got, how you know what kind of fight you're going into this Saturday?
Let me answer you that
You
question.
think, you think exotic
Since you want to be an interviewer now too, you know, maybe you should add that to your job description. Since you want to interview me and ask me questions, I'm going to answer your question. Controversial Inc. is known for adapting. That's one of our strongest. That's one of our strongest points. It's adapting to every single situation. That's why we're champions here in Florida and in Puerto Rico. But you probably seen that around, right? That just last weekend we were in Puerto Rico defending some tag team titles. You know why? Because we know how to adapt to situations. And it doesn't matter who you put us with. It doesn't matter what style that person has. We know how to adapt to every situation. That's why we're the most prepared faction and tag team in all of Florida.
Facts.
So Labrava, I gotta give you props. I do have to give you props, ma'am. You won that match, and you won it. And I've seen you do many things at XIW, and you do it by yourself. So my hat goes off to you.
You?
Unlike the Controversial Inc. that need help, you seem to manage without the help. And my hat goes off to you, because that proves to me anyways, that you're an amazing athlete.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll definitely take that as a compliment. But it's not that they need help. They just need an extra pair of eyes. That's all, right? Just an extra set of eyes.
I
It's
mean,
not
from what I've seen, you get involved in plenty of their matches.
She said you need an extra pair of eyes. That it sounds like she on our team. Hey, La Brava, you're more than welcome to walk us to the ring if you want this Saturday, baby.
I'm gonna walk to the ring with a bunch of losers when I'm walking side
you
by
know
side
what,
with
no,
tag
ya
team
está hablando
champions
mierda.
covered in pounds of gold.
Come on.
Please.
Gold. You act like we're
Please.
not aware what gold is. Come
Look,
on.
we are multi-time tag team champions in our own right in multiple states. Okay, we have performed in front of thousands of people. All right, so understand that we're not coming in like some damn rookies. We ain't coming in with an asterisk next to our name every time we get a dub. Something not gonna happen like you did with Exotic Youth. All right.
You know
La
what?
Brava, I know you
That's a
like
good thing.
mysteries, and I know you like mystery men. Again, the invitation is open. You can walk us to the ring this Saturday, because we walking out with them straps.
You know, you talking about all the titles that you and your partner have won and all the accolades, but aren't you the one coming here on Saturday to challenge us for our belts?
Oh, wait, hold on. You want to pull back the curtain? Let me pull back the curtain a little bit. Hold on.
Yeah, aren't you the one?
Let me put
Aren't
you on
you the
game,
one that's
because I
coming
think
to
you
the
got hit
show
too many times
in
with
Panama
when you
City
was in
Beach
Puerto Rico. You was drinking
on Saturday and challenging us?
Hold on.
Because it seems like you're the one that needs it.
Oh, we
No.
need it.
Let me pull back the curtain. All right. So, I'm over here. I'm on the road, making my 6-hour drive from Tennessee. Finished working with NWA, and I get a phone call.
Done that before too.
I get a little phone call. I get a phone call from Saxton, and he's like, "Hey, we need RDLL this Saturday to take on Controversial Inc. because they're a little full of themselves and they got an asterisk next to their name with these tag team titles." So what do? I get on the phone and we make it happen. Big bag, might I add. Labrava, more than welcome. You know the vibes.
You know what? Let me intersect here for a second, because you know what? Okay, you know what? Let's give them an applause for all the tag team gold that they've collected. Whoever RDLL is, you know what?
Man,
Actually, you know what? However, imagine the amount of pride that Salazar and Carlos are gonna have when they defeat this highly accoladed tag team, another victim to add to the rap sheet. Wow, how amazing! I can definitely drink to that on Saturday.
Man, she over here acting like we're jobbers and shit. Like, first of all, let me explain something to you. Me, myself, I've been doing this before Salazar over there had diapers on.
Really?
So just be aware. This ain't no your typical wrestler, alright? Te vas a conocer muy bien quién yo soy.
¡Oh, boricua! Mira tú, ahora sí se te están subiendo las chuletas. It's okay.
All right. Here's the thing, Mr.
Salazar,
Man.
you look cute smirking.
Because you seem like the type of guy that likes to fight, right?
Tírame un beso, Salazar.
You seem like the type of guy that likes to throw down, right?
Oh, you damn right.
So Saturday we're gonna throw down and we're gonna fight.
Hey,
I'm not holding back.
I'm down.
I'm not holding back, because if you're there in the microphone, hiding behind the camera, talking all that you're talking on Saturday, I hope that you're ready to fight. I hope that you're even willing to bleed. Because these titles, you're gonna have to rip them off of us.
Hey, just make sure your partner don't have a hangover when he joins you this Saturday, all right?
Oh, we're gonna make you feel like you have a hangover after Saturday.
He in Puerto Rico doing God knows what, and Labrava's gonna have to be in there to help you.
See, now that look, why don't you let the interviewer ask the questions, because it seems like you want to be an interviewer and not a wrestler.
What they call it, the sixth sense? Y'all gonna need 7, 8, 9, 10 senses once we come to that damn curtain. Keep smirking. You look cute, Papa.
Yeah.
So, way to start the show, guys. I would like the fans get to know a little bit about you guys, especially like where did you guys start? So I would say to Controversial Inc., where did you get your start in the indies? And when did you guys say, yes, this is Controversial Inc. It was born with this? Like, how are you guys developed? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and tell the story really quick, because before I start talking about this mystery team again that's trying to get into our skin, which is not working, first of all.
The spotlight is on us for now. It's fine.
So you guys are gonna have to wait your turn.
Let me take a nap.
Oh, you take a nap? You're gonna like this. You're gonna like this. On 2018, I went to a tryout for IWA. And IWA is a big company in Puerto Rico, which one that we actually work in right now. And we're representing Florida. So I did a tryout for there with Savio Vega. Okay. And I met Mr. C there.
Okay.
And then afterwards, the tryout, Savio sat with us, and Savio looked at both of us and said, "Why don't you guys start being a tag team?" And then we started being a tag team. And about 6 months later, we were doing the show, and I was kind of, it was my beginning. And I was doing a show, and the person who was training me, Bravo, was supposed to have a match, and her opponent didn't show up.
She called it no-showed.
And the trainer basically said to her, "Hey, are you willing to manage Controversial Inc.?" And she said, "Yeah." And since that day, we haven't stopped. And then from then, we've been to Puerto Rico, we've been to NWA, we've been to AEW, we've been to WWE, we've been everywhere in the States. We went to Puerto Rico, and we've been, in other countries as well. And that's all we've been doing. We've been creating controversy and bringing gold everywhere we go. And that's something that maybe the other tag team doesn't do.
Okay, so RDLL, you'll get your chance, but I got one more question to go along with that. What Salazar just said. So on your journey to professional wrestling, do you feel that you and Mr. C earned your titles, or do you feel like you deserve your titles?
Both.
Okay.
We earn our titles because we have gone through just about every tag team in Florida and everywhere we go to get the titles that we get. You know, you can question our methods, but you cannot question the results. And the results speak for themselves. We're champions everywhere we go. There's multiple companies that we have touched where all three of us have become champions at the same time. Tell me another faction in Florida that has been able to do that.
Oh, wait.
Not many
Okay.
factions.
Right. Okay, I agree. So, you mentioned that doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you get there. So, would you say controversy creates cash?
Well, it's right there in the name. It works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
I mean, I'll tell you what.
Okay. RDLL, your turn.
They're so triggered. They're so triggered just hearing about our success. That's how triggered they are. You can see them biting their lip. I mean, you can hear them biting their lip because they won't even show their face.
So, RDLL, where did you guys get your start? How did you guys become together as a tag team? And do you think your titles that you got, are they earned or are they deserved?
Excuse me, I just woke up. Just give me a second. When did we get our start? I mean, we both started at different times. We both were singles wrestlers, and we both were very accomplished alone. Then we decided to team up and take over the tag team division in our respective states, and that's exactly what we did, holding numerous titles at the same time. But I don't want to give up too much information, because just with that alone, you can narrow it down to only a few teams, because not a lot of teams in the South has done something like that.
So let's just say, I started in 2001. I trained through the NWA before you even looked at the NWA. Okay, so I've been around. Who trained me? Terry Taylor, Blue Demon Jr. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Australia. I've been to Puerto Rico. So you want to talk about accolades? Yeah, I've done it, been there. Okay, I've been to WWE. I've been to ROH. So all those little accolades that you're talking about, I just took a shit on. Remember that. Now, as for my boy over here, I took him under my wing. And he has accomplished, he's done pretty well for himself also. Not only has he done NWA, but he's done AEW. He's been all over the States, Puerto Rico. Heck, we might even go over to the Dominican Republic if we wanted to. I could take him over to England if I wanted to.
You won't be able to take him as XIW Tag Team Champions, though.
I've been NWA Tag Team Champion, not the World Tag Team Champion, but I've been an NWA Tag Team Champion. I promise you that.
See, this is the difference. Okay, when I go to Puerto Rico, they give me their top guy to face.
Yeah.
When you go to Puerto Rico, or maybe when they just book your tag partner, they give you whoever's available, when they throw valets with you.
Really?
Like Labrava.
You really want to start looking at the program, because it seems like we have
Very invested.
Yeah, you want to be investing in our career. Maybe pay attention to what we're doing in Puerto Rico and see what we're doing with Savio Vega and Miguel Perez.
Man, I could always call him.
Okay.
I could always call him.
Okay, keep going.
I could
Since you want to talk that smack.
Ain't no problem.
Since you want to go back and forth. Come on.
I could always call him, and there ain't no problem.
Hey,
Ain't no problem.
Hey, you
Ain't no. The problem is gonna be on Saturday for you two. That's what's gonna happen.
Sigue hablando, dale.
Name drop all you want, because name dropping ain't gonna make you hold on to them titles.
Well, hey, you're the ones that said that when we go there, they just throw us for whoever. We were just there defending our titles.
Cute.
We were just there in Puerto Rico defending our titles in one of the biggest companies in Puerto Rico. So you tell me.
I've been there, done that. You act like I haven't done it.
Wait. We got to be nice. Remember, he just got out of his assisted living facility. It's been around for a while, so you got to be respectful to your elders.
They seem like the type of people that will wear masks because they're too afraid to show their face. That's the type of people they probably seem like.
First of all, I could run circles around all three of you at the same time.
Yeah, you should run circles all the way out of Panama City, all the way back to the hole that you came from.
Sure, whatever you say.
Man,
Whatever you say, Papa.
look like you need to wear a mask though. Keep it a buck.
Yep.
I can't wait to
You
see.
want to keep it a buck? We can keep it a buck. Saturday, just show up. When
Maybe
you
on
pull up,
Saturday.
when you
maybe
pull up, and it's time for the match, you're gonna find out.
Maybe on Saturday after we're done with them, maybe I'll shave that ugly ass beard he has.
La
Oh, yeah,
Brava.
that'll be the end of you.
La Brava. Has anyone
That'll be the end of you.
wear a mask?
Me? No.
You know, you sure? That's not what I heard in the locker room.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay. The only people I need to know who I really am are these guys. These are the only important people. Everybody else, I don't care about anybody else. And I made it known.
Keep talking smash. She's gonna throw a bucket of beer at you.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Gladly.
Yeah.
Hey, I will tell you this. I will tell you, you did say something that I really like. And that's when you said controversy creates cash.
Yes,
And whatever cash you think you built up with that name and that tag team and those titles, cash came right into my direct deposit account when they booked us for this Saturday. All right.
Nah.
He's got a lot of.
No, you seem like the type of person that your check bounces.
I appreciate that.
Well, controversial, like Salazar, I got to ask you this, man. You're sitting back there patient, biting your tongue. In the last 10 minutes, these guys have, I would better say, hit on your girl sitting right next to you. And you're just being calm, cool, collective. Are you going to make them pay for that in the ring on Saturday?
Well, first of all, is she sitting over there or she's sitting over here?
Right there, right next to you.
So that answers your question. On Saturday, they're gonna find out what happens when you can't back up what you say.
Oh, we can back it up. I promise you.
Oh yeah, sure.
Have a lot
I promise.
That's why XIW found you, right? Because they saw what we were doing to the rest of the tag teams, and they said, please, someone do something about Controversial Inc. Because all they're doing is going through everyone over there. Is that basically what they told you guys? Because you're telling me that you're one of the best tag teams over there, right? In that area. One of the best tag teams with the best accolades. There's a reason why. There's a reason why XIW called you. They called you because they know that Controversial Inc. is a threat. It's a threat to everyone. If not, they wouldn't have called you. And that's something that you know that's true.
First of all, you're a threat maybe to that locker room. Okay? You ain't a threat to us. That's why they called us. Because we can handle you.
Oh,
They knew we could handle you. Facts.
So, RDLL, I got a question for you. You mentioned a name. You name dropped a guy that brought you into XIW, and I just have to ask, man. I am not a fan of John Saxon. Not. He's a puppeteer of Jackson Slade, Bordeaux Walker, all those guys. Is he in your pocket? Does he have you by the strings? Are you going to be two puppets?
That's another. Nobody has my pocket unless you're paying me enough money. And first of all, I just know him personally through locker rooms. I know his family. I've known him for a very, very long time.
Okay.
I said, okay, that's fine. We can handle Controversial Inc.
Okay. The reason why I asked this is because at Chaos in the Cage, there were winners and losers. Controversial Inc. came out winners. No matter how they did it, they came out winners. But two of Saxon's boys came in to the match holding titles, walked away holding none. And I don't want to, if John's in your corner pulling your ears, you might want to change who you have in your corner because it might not work for you.
You think John is going to align himself with them? That's kind of a stupid, dumb question.
Salazar, let me ask you something.
Come on.
He lined himself with Jackson Slade and Bordeaux Walker.
Yeah. That's way better than lining themselves
probably.
Down.
I'm probably, but hey.
Probably. What you mean? I'll smack that headset off your face. You better watch your mouth.
Bring it. I'll have my podcast table set there. You bring it to my podcast table.
Okay.
We'll go.
Hey, you need to. Well, first of all, you need to relax and realize that who's the interview and who's the wrestlers here.
Exactly.
Say, golly, you guys want to assault a man that has some business?
Before we go anywhere, don't make a challenge that you can't, back up. And that goes to anyone. That goes to the interviewer. That goes to the wrestlers. That goes to anyone that wants to step in the ring. Well, because we're professional wrestlers. All of us are, And when you put a challenge out there, you never know who's going to accept it.
Well, I was hoping I could get part of on the controversial Inc. team. So my thing is, does it take a beard and bald head? Because if it does, I'm not in it.
Well, obviously, so you're not gonna make it.
Probably not. Maybe these guys will have my back. RDLL might have my back then. I don't know. So back to the conversation. Do you have any advice, RDLL, for your opponents coming into Saturday?
Stay woke. Be ready. That's all I gotta say. We ain't no chumps. We're like a team you've never faced before. I promise you that.
Only advice I got is for Labrava. She knows who's the winning team. You know the vibes. Born ready like fish and spaghetti. See you this Saturday, Chula. And I'm talking to you, Salazar.
Santa Maria Gloria de Dios. Oh my God. You've been listening to a little bit too much Eminem, first of all. Okay. A little bit too much. So slow down over there, Slim Shady. Number two. We're not intimidated. I don't know how many times we have to get it through people's heads.
We ain't
that
trying to
we
intimidate
came
anybody.
here.
We're telling you facts. We're telling you facts.
Salazar, when I drop that elbow on your chest this Saturday, I'm going to whisper that in your ear. All right?
Okay. They call themselves RDLL.
Yeah.
He's gonna drop an elbow to your chest.
Yeah.
They have a lot of accolades, which great job. But I mean, it sounds like a lot of the tag teams that we've gone through, and all they do is just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And then at the end of the day, what is it? Nothing. Nothing results out of it.
You think that just because you have all these accolades, because you know how to wrestle, because you're considered one of the best in your area, that for some reason you can beat Controversial Inc.? I mean, my advice to you two is this. My advice is for you guys to find another company to work for. My advice to you guys is to find somewhere else that you actually have a shot at winning tag team titles.
You know what that sounds
Because this
like?
Saturday at XIW, you won't have the opportunity to win those belts.
You know what that sounds
We will
like?
make sure of it.
Do you know what that sounds like?
What does
That
that sound
sounds like you're afraid of competition.
Ay, Santa Maria Gloria de Dios.
I'm just giving you a warning before the Saturday, because Saturday there's no warning.
Okay, so let me just
Saturday straight up fight.
Okay, so let me just listen to you and just not show up, right? That's what you want us to do. Go to another company. You would love that, wouldn't you?
Scared.
You would love that, wouldn't you?
I'm giving you the warning that
You know
you
what?
need, because
You
you're
know
too
what?
ignorant to realize what we're gonna do to you on Saturday.
Hey, you know what? I think you might. I mean, the check already hit my account. I might not show up. Who knows?
Hey, if you don't show up, we'll just beat up on whatever dude wants to show
I
up.
might not
to
get
the
in the
ring.
car. I might not get in the car.
It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me because I'm still getting paid.
The only one who's gonna cry that we ain't there is Labrava.
Ay, Santa Maria Gloria.
She don't even know who you guys are, so I don't know what you can talk about.
You guys are.
So
You guys won't even show your face.
So can we relax a little bit here, because I want to calm down the mood before it gets ramped up again, because it will.
So you want us to calm down, and you put the two teams that are facing each other on Saturday. I don't think that was a great idea.
No,
It probably
Why
wasn't.
would you put two teams that want to go there, want to win the belts, want to put everything out there, and you think that we're going to be calm and interact with each other like we're friends?
Because I go by Huge Pop, Stir the Pot. So I'm stirring the pot, if you can't tell.
So you're stirring the pot, but you want things to be calm.
It was already stirred as soon as the freaking record button went on. Are you kidding me? Not even 5 seconds passed.
I'm just asking if you guys can be grown-ass adults. I'm just asking if you guys can be grown-ass adults and answer some questions. I'm a foster dad, and my kiddos had some questions for you guys, if you don't mind.
Fine.
I mean, unless I get it, unless you're too big for little kids, I get it.
You know
All
what?
I'm asking is to calm down a little bit.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and prove RDLL wrong. I can be a civil human being.
Okay.
You can be a civil human being too, right? You know,
It takes 4 minutes. Little questions.
You know what? I welcome those questions. It's fine. It's fine.
Favorite food?
Pizza.
Like, who you?
Salazar.
Empanadilla de pizza.
RDLL.
Oh, yeah, that one.
What about you? What is your favorite food?
Fish and spaghetti.
For me, a mí me gusta, déjame ver, pasteles o mofongo.
But at the
Te
moment,
gusta el huevo.
at the moment,
A la brava le gusta el huevo. Tengo un huevo para ella.
Sí, pero no el tuyo, cabrón.
See,
Vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver.
Yeah,
Le va a gustar los huevos míos,
yeah.
these are just basic questions, guys. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, guys. Okay, does pineapple belong on pizza? Yes or no?
Mira cómo se lamben los labios.
Ay, bendito sea la madre, Dios mío.
Sounds like you look cute smirking.
Yeah. You sure you
Does
don't want the
anybody-
beard? I think that's just what you want, the beard. You probably can't even grow a beard like mine.
Anyways, I might get a lot of hate
Well,
for
you got
this, and
some
quite
hatred.
frankly, I could care less. Pineapple does belong on pizza. I don't care what anybody says. You can crucify me. You can try to cancel me. I don't care. Pineapple will always belong on pizza.
I got you. I'm gonna bring you a pie this weekend, brava.
Dios mío. Are they? I don't know if they're more fixated on the match or me falling in love with one of them.
Actually, I think they accepted the booking just so they can see you. You want an autograph? You want an 8x10 from Labrava?
It'll cost you $10.
It costs you $10. You got to pay just like the rest of them. If you
Please,
want
can
to
I
take a
get-
picture with Labrava, we can do that too.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to charge you for it
Yeah.
because you're a fan, obviously. Because you keep talking about her, you're a fan. I understand that you're a fan and you appreciate her work and you appreciate how she is. So we're gonna go ahead and charge you
I
for a
do,
picture on Saturday.
I do appreciate her work. Yes, and she's a
Yeah. So we're gonna have you can take a picture with her. It's fine. You're gonna have to pay her though.
Thank you.
Because if you want to act like a fan, we're gonna treat you like a fan.
Labrava.
Yes.
I'm a pretty nice guy. Can I get a picture, an 8x10 signed autograph from you for free?
It'll have to be $10, my friend. You're gonna have to pay like everybody else. Sorry.
That's fair. I get
Unless you can provide a drink, then maybe we can make a deal.
Then we can make a deal. If you provide a drink, then maybe there's a little bit of flexibility there.
it. Maybe I'll bring a cooler full of beer. How about that?
That was
Sold. Easy.
Or, as I should say, coffee, because my question to Salazar is, how important is coffee to you, and what kind of coffee keeps you motivated?
I drink just about any type of coffee, but lately I've been drinking a lot of black coffee.
A lot.
A lot of black coffee.
A lot.
All right.
Too much.
But I don't discriminate. I really don't discriminate on my coffee. I can have café con leche. Honestly, I can even have iced coffee. I know some people are gonna be like, iced coffee, Salazar. Yeah, I'll drink some because it's Florida.
You'd be surprised.
It's Florida and it's hot out there, you
You'd
know.
be surprised.
Okay.
But mostly black coffee.
Mostly.
All right. RDLL world, pass on these kids' questions.
So I'm a big fan of coffee myself.
Okay.
You know,
Next
si tú
question.
quieres café, yo te puedo traer café con una galleta, papá. Como en
Sí.
Puerto Rico, como lo hacen en Puerto Rico.
Sí, yo te doy la galleta te la voy a dar yo.
Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver.
O si no, le doy la galleta que la madre nunca le dio.
Yeah.
Ahí te la dejo.
Ah, ya.
Que te faltó la galleta que tu madre te hubiera dado cuando usted era un chiquito culicarado.
Ah,
I love when you talk Spanish.
What?
So, Labrava, let me answer your question that you asked. Are they more fixated on you or on the match? It
Me?
appears to me,
I mean,
yeah, it
Okay,
does.
I don't mean to sound so conceited, but maybe I do a little bit. But have you seen me, man?
I have,
I look
I have.
great. I look great.
I think this is their
You
plan.
do.
I
You
know what
do.
their plan is. I know what their plan is. I know what your plan is, guys. You want to win these tag team belts so you can impress Labrava. I get it. I get it. Because men have to do a lot to impress a woman like her. So
Yeah.
you think that you're gonna go and take our tag team titles, and then you're gonna go to Brava and be like, "Hey, we're the new tag team champions. Can't you see that?" But that ain't gonna happen. First of all, you're gonna lose. You're not gonna be tag team champions, and Brava's gonna look at you like the two measly nobodies that you're gonna be after we're done with you. Because it doesn't matter everything that you have done leading up to this match. What's gonna matter is this match and what happens after it.
Scott.
Yes.
Scott, we're so fixated on La Brava because number one, his no good tag team partner can be here because he's not committed to wrestling like we are. And then La Brava just looks so good today anyway, and we know she's jumping ship this Saturday. So we're giving you a heads up. All right? We're giving you a heads up. She's coming to the winning team. You know the vibe. Stop playing.
But like, okay, so let's put this as an example. Guy and girl, guy with a lot of money, and then just a girl that's a gold digger. But then you got a bunch of sore losers coming over here that, let's say that they do take this person's money. I ain't a gold digger though. I'm with these guys. I don't care. You can win all the tag team gold in the
I'm
world.
convinced.
You can have all the
I'm
accolades in the
convinced.
world. But I ain't no gold digger, guys.
I'm
I ain't no
convinced.
gold digger. I know where I belong, and I belong with them. I've
So-
always been Controversial Link since day one. It was just a matter of time
Wow.
and the stars aligning.
Hey, Salazar. So what you gonna focus on this Saturday? Us or who's in your corner?
I'm gonna focus on beating you guys and keeping those tag team titles. I don't really have to worry about anything else
Aww.
because nothing else is gonna worry me. Because over here, I don't gotta worry about a thing. With Carlos, I don't gotta worry about a thing.
Sure, because he's not even here.
Yeah, I don't gotta worry about a thing. But you know what?
Handling
Because he
this
didn't want to
stuff.
even worry about you guys.
Okay.
Because Scott
Lack of
told me
respect
last
for
minute. Scott told me last minute that the two little mystery whatever wanted to show up today and interrupt our podcast.
Listen,
It
I
was
look at it-
our podcast, not your
Salazar,
podcast. Our podcast.
Salazar.
Our name was announced. And out of
Salazar,
nowhere, you guys decided to hop in on the glory.
Salazar, listen to me, man. I look at it a whole different way. You know, I think your partner, he just won these tag team titles with you. You would think it would be a big deal, correct? Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank
You won it in a cage, right? Your partner should be so happy. He should be ecstatic. He should be proud to be holding these tag team titles with you. But instead, he
Nowhere to
doesn't
be
even
found.
show up on the first podcast you guys have together with these newly won belts. Instead of promoting you guys as a team, the hard work that you guys put together all these years, even from your genesis to the beginning, starting in Puerto Rico, instead of celebrating this with you on this podcast, he did on you, and he has no respect to sit on camera with you, even from Puerto Rico. That's how I look.
Coming from the two guys that won't even show their face.
XIW does not deserve tag team champions that are not committed to the
Well,
tag team.
XIW doesn't deserve a tag team that doesn't even have the balls to show their face to their opponents.
He is not even committed to the tag team division, and you guys want to be proud champions?
Oh, that we're not committed to the tag team division. Have you heard of the things
Yeah.
we have done in XIW for
Keyword
the
here,
past
Salazar.
over 8 months? What we have done to the tag team division, that we have left the tag team division with no one left. Exotic Youth tried to say we owed them one, and then they disappeared.
Salazar.
So what does that leave? No one.
Salazar, stop making me say your name because it sounds like a dirty sandwich. What I'm trying to tell you.
What is your name? You're gonna tell me your name?
What I'm trying to tell you is Scott brought you on this podcast with your partner, and your partner don't even got the respect to be on this podcast with you. Okay? You ran through all these teams, but yet Scott said that you needed help from this random tag team that you already ran through. Listen, nobody's jumping in this Saturday. It's 2-on-2. You know the vibes. If I was you, I'll be very scared.
If I was you, I would be planning what you're gonna do afterwards, because the XIW tag team titles ain't gonna be in your future.
Scott, next question.
Next. I'm going to piggyback off the question that you asked Salazar and Labrava. I hope, Labrava, it is about the people you're with and not about who has the gold, because you guys almost lost the gold in December.
Sure.
And are you with them if they lose? What happens to
You
controversial?
don't even have to finish that sentence. Hold on. Wait a second. I need a little sip. Hold on a second. Because I need a refresh. Because now I'm triggered. Because, there's been situations, and I'm very sure RDLL is very familiar with. There comes a time, when just the stars don't align, and then, we don't have the titles. Fair enough. I've been with them at their worst. Have I not? Have I been there when I could have left? I had the option to leave, right? But yet I'm still here. I'm still here. Why? Because I'm loyal to the ones that helped me along the way. I'll be completely honest. And everybody used to say it in the beginning of my career. Brava's riding on Controversial Link's coattails. Oh my goodness, if it wasn't for Controversial Link, Brava wouldn't be as successful as she is. They're right. They're absolutely freaking right. I would not be where I am right now if it wasn't for them. And I have no problem admitting that. You really think I'm going to abandon these guys when they've extended their help, when they've extended their hand, when they've given me the shirt off of their backs, the food from their table? You think I'm really going to go ahead and turn my backs on them?
And I agree with you 100%. I wouldn't turn their backs on them either. But I will disagree with part of what you just said. And this again is a compliment to you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Now I'm not so triggered.
You do not need. They're great people. I'm not saying they're bad people. You can win. You can do this. You can be the women's champion on your own. You proved it in Chaos in the Cage. You won it on your own.
Which, by the way, was my first ever cage match. And,
So to say you need them to be victorious, no, you need them as a family. I get that. But to keep that belt, you have so much skill, so much passion for the game that I don't think you need anybody, to be honest with you. Not even RDLL up there. You don't need them. You got this by yourself, is what I'm saying.
Damn right you don't need it.
I'll put it to you this way. You remember when Salazar said that he just doesn't have to worry about me whatsoever because he knows I can get the job done? He just has that much confidence. He doesn't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I gotta go rescue Bravo. Carlos doesn't have to worry about, oh my God, I have to fight for battles. Both of those guys don't have to kill themselves just to pull me out of the hole because you know what? I know how to get out of the hole and I know how to be a better champion than any other woman has been in the company of XIW. And those are just facts. Those are just facts.
Okay. Scott Salazar, real quick. I wish Little C's was here, but let me tell you something. It sounds like this Saturday is more than just mystery tag team that's coming to face you and Little C's. Because the more I sit here, the more I listen to Scott, you, and Labrava, it's not just about us. It's not just about the tag titles. It's about her loyalty to you guys. Is that what I'm thinking of? Look, there's a saying, man. There's a saying. Hey, Salazar, look, there's a saying that goes, women come with titles and titles rule the world. One look at a good title run and I bet you lose your girl. Keep that in the back of your mind for this Saturday. All right? Real recognize real.
Okay, Dr. Seuss. Is there anything else you want to say? What you should be looking at is this right here. These tag team titles. You see it right here? You see this tag team title?
Keep it on camera.
Yeah, that's something that you're not going to hold
Keep it on
over
camera.
your shoulder.
Keep it on
That's
camera.
definitely not something you're going to hold over your shoulder. So before you keep making rhymes and thinking that you sound cool, maybe realize that what you really be focusing on is this on Saturday. Because you ain't going to have it. You ain't going to have it. And you ain't going to have Labrava either.
So here's a question for both of you guys about focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
RDLL first.
Mm-hmm.
What, when you've been in your matches, it's tag team and winning belts, what is the one thing that your opponents forget to focus on or take their eyes off and causing them to not be victorious?
I hate to give up the game plan, but in this situation, I don't think it matters. But I'm gonna say what our opponents forget to pay attention to is one of us is a demon. One of us is a devil. This man, he got no filter. He does not care. On the other hand, me, not so much.
Get it out.
So,
Get it out.
so right when you think we're doing things right down the middle, wham! Here comes this devil right by my side to catch you when you're not even looking. And that's what makes us such a great team, because you get best of both worlds.
Yin and yang.
But it is what it is. We'll just have to see. You're gonna have to sleep with one eye open this Saturday.
Right.
Maybe two eyes open, because remember, you got Labrava in that corner, being a little curious. What you think?
No, you said it right down. I mean, that was straight to the point. See, my buddy over here, he's straight down the middle. But me, on the other hand, I could play dirty too. I know all the tricks, all the little tricks that you think you know. Been there, done that. Ain't no surprise for me. And I know you're there in the corner, Labrava. I know what you're up to. I've been in locker rooms with you. I know you very, very, very well. That's right.
There's no secret once you see us what our style is. But I think what our opponents always get surprised with is how hard we hit as well. You see us in great shape. You think we're great wrestlers, and then you pull us to the outside, to the concrete, and you're like, oh, they bringing it too. Oh, and before you know it, you got welts on your chest, cookies on your eyes, blood on your lip, Labrava in our corner, So, Say less. We're gonna see this Saturday. I wish Little C's was here because I feel like you just a little bit overwhelmed over there, Salazar.
Little C's. He keeps on calling Salazar's opponent Little C's. I think he needs to check his eyes because that man's massive. Big C, I think is what they call him. Mr. C, actually.
Mr. C.
So Mr. C and Salazar and Labrava, what do opponents overlook? I mean, I can tell you what they overlooked in December. They overlooked the other opponents coming in and taking over and making sure you win that title. But what can you tell me, Salazar, that these guys might need to pay attention, or something all your opponents that you faced before have not been focused enough on?
Great question. I'm listening.
You listening?
I hope so.
You listening, guys? It's pretty simple.
I put it on mute for you.
We know how to get the job done. And when we say we know how to get the job done, we'll do anything that we have to do to win our matches. Something that I bet both of you are not willing to do. You're not willing to take it to levels that people don't even think of to win matches.
I've been in your corner before, so yeah, I'm capable.
Oh, you've been in my corner before.
Oh yeah, so keep talking.
Wait a second.
Go ahead.
He's been in our corner
He's
before.
been in our corner. So wait, dropping elbows. They've been in our corner. They've shared locker rooms with us before. Who could it be?
But you said something about hitting hard, right? Didn't you guys said that?
We did.
They did.
Oh, you said about hitting hard.
But you know,
You're talking about Controversial Inc., one of the most hard-hitting tag teams they are. And if you know about us, you know that's true.
I mean,
You know that when we throw down, we hit hard.
and
I don't want you to go online and complain later that
Salazar,
Controversial Inc. hit you a little too hard. I don't want you to go online and say, "Oh no, they hit me hard and they didn't apologize afterwards." I don't want to.
They ruptured my
look,
eardrum.
I don't want you to. I don't want you to go online and complain about
Hey,
it.
Scott, Salazar, I give you credit. I give you credit on that. I did hear some things about you in the locker room. You were Little C's. You know, I did hear that you guys hit like little girls. Yes.
Yeah.
I heard you guys hit like little girls. I heard Labrava hits harder than you guys.
Oh,
So
really?
I'm hoping she even puts her hands on me this weekend. Because I want to.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear you on Saturday complain.
Okay.
I don't want to hear you on Saturday complain to management
Okay.
that you got to leave, that you got to quit XIW because I'm hitting you too hard.
Quit. Look, unfortunately, once we win those titles, we can't quit. We're gonna have to be there for the forthcoming future because we're gonna have.
But you ain't gonna win. That's the thing.
Or-
You're not gonna win.
Or just like my partner doesn't care. Or we might just win the titles and then drop them the same night.
But you won't even get to do that.
I'll
Just
do
to
that.
show you.
I'll do that just to spite you, okay?
You won't get the chance to.
Oh, I promise I will.
Hey, look, Salazar, we might not even show up. Okay, we might not even show up, and if we do show
It'd be
up,
better if you
and
don't.
take your titles, we might just leave them there. All right.
So you're doing a 48-minute podcast just to not show up on Saturday?
I might not because honestly, I don't respect this.
So you're scared. So now you're scared. So now you're telling me you're scared to face the best tag team that XIW has ever seen.
You just told me not to show up, and now you're telling me to show up. Come on, bro. Make up
Okay.
your
So
mind.
now, so I got in your head. So is that what happened? I got in your
So
head?
now you want me to come?
Oh,
on
I got in your
shit,
head then.
and I'll come.
What's wrong? Am I affecting your brain cells? The little bit that you have left?
That's stupid, huh?
What are you gonna do?
So my partner Rico, who is normally on the show with me, he can't be there today due to work. He says Controversial Inc. gonna bring the pain right off the top.
Rico, why don't you get out of here because your commitment is not appreciated either. You and Little C's could go kick rocks.
I'll be kicking
So-
your face on Saturday.
So can I ask a
Can't
question?
Yes, Scott.
So the question is, are there any guys you've faced that you don't care to face again or have beef with? Not you two with each other, but in the past, to just get a feel to where you guys are both at.
Whose question is that for?
Both of you. You can go first, RDLO.
All right. What team we don't care for that we don't want to face again? I would be lying if I said I don't want to face the Rapture again because we went through some wars with the Rapture. But
Facts.
We beat in the Rapture.
You're beating the Rapture too.
We beat in the Rapture. Just saying.
Have
Keep
fun.
We
up.
have two, so just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had bangers with them. Something that you probably can't pull out if your life depended on it.
Oh, so did you win? But you know what we did with the Rasher? We beat them and took their belts. Is that something you guys did?
Yes,
of
we
course,
have.
of course, mommy.
Oh,
Of course.
look at that.
So they
Sit
beat
down.
them
Yeah,
to
relax. Let's relax. Okay.
Okay.
It says they have
But
bangers.
Scott, I mean, I don't have a team off the top of my head that I don't care about facing him. Maybe the Heavenly Butterflies, because Fat Bull, he kind of weirds me out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Controversial.
I agree on that one. But I mean, I still like a hard-hitting match. So, come this Saturday, it's all fun and games. But come this Saturday, I'm looking forward to this fight, Salazar, because right now you're all talking, but you don't realize I kind of enjoy the fight. I like a hard-hitting match. It's kind of my thing.
And Scott, to go back to your question, man, like hopefully this is the last time we face Controversial Ring. I do not look forward to facing them again, because if I'm gonna get this commitment, the same commitment I'm getting from Little C's, I don't even want to share a ring with them. You hear me? I mean, I got room in the back seat for Labrava if she wants, but
You got to be careful with that. You might get some crabs.
oh,
Salazar, what about you, man?
I love seafood, but not those crabs.
As far as like any tag team that we have faced that we don't mind facing again, I would say off the top of my head, the Colognes. So Primo and Epico, we faced them about 2 years ago. And there's some unfinished business there. So I wouldn't mind facing them again. So that's one team that I can think off the top of my head. I face just about every tag team that there is in Florida.
Apparently these guys too. But I don't know.
If there's one other team that I don't mind facing, it's the Gifted. That's one team that's from Florida that's been all over, and that's a team that is willing to fight.
Didn't we beat them too?
Oh, we beat them, but that's besides the point.
So you guys are both from Puerto Rico, and briefly, because we're getting close to the hour mark. Briefly, can you explain to me? I don't know the difference. Is wrestling in Puerto Rico a lot different than the wrestling in the States? And if so, how? That's the question.
Wrestling in Puerto Rico is more of a fight. They just want to beat the hell out of each other. Over here, we wrestle, we fight, we mix a few styles, in the way that we wrestle. But in Puerto Rico, there's a lot more fighting in your face, blood. It's really no holds barred when you get in Puerto Rico. They don't care. They throw all the rules out the window and they just fight. That's really what Puerto Rico is known about. During the 80s, wrestlers wouldn't even want to go there because they were afraid of what they were going to have to deal with. That's the type of territory that Puerto Rico has been. It's the type of territory that you go and you test yourself. You test yourself and see how much are you capable to do.
And I agree with what he's saying. This is the first time I'm going to say this, that I agree with him and everything that he's saying. Pero just like you said, we're so scared, like you said, right? But you don't have americanos. Tú no tienes gringos aquí. Tú tienes dos boricuas que vienen a pelear. You just said it yourself.
And that's what I want.
Puerto Rico.
Two people that want to fight, then let's fight.
You just said it yourself. So what makes you think that we ain't gonna come?
Hey, don't hold me back. Let me turn on the camera. Don't hold me back.
Yeah, turn on the camera. Show me who you are. Show me who you are. Show me who we're fighting.
So Salazar, do you want these guys in a Puerto Rican fight or a USA fight?
The Puerto Rican fight? What kind of a question is that? Puerto Rican
I'm just
fight.
asking. You guys seem like they have a lot of anger issues. I was just asking.
No, I'm just saying.
I'll tell you this.
Look, I agree.
First of all, let's get through Saturday and let's embarrass them. And if they want a rematch, we can do a Puerto Rican street fight. I wouldn't even care.
Oh.
Hey, I'm down for that.
If they can't beat us, I'll be okay with giving them a rematch. See, I'm going back at what I said. They don't have to leave XIW yet. If we want to prove a point, let's prove a point.
Scott.
Yes, sir.
Scott, what I want to bring to your attention is that this man Salazar, he's writing checks that that body can't cash. All right.
Never lost a street fight. So what are you talking about?
Going back to your question, I mean, there is no difference between Puerto Rico and over here, because at the end of the day, we're gonna bust their ass this Saturday, and that's what it is.
I find that hard to believe.
All right.
Let me turn on the camera. Let go of me. Let me turn on the camera.
All right. So before they come on the camera, before we go any further, I do have to pay respect for a promotion here in Florida. I know Controversial Inc. has wrestled in that promotion. I think he'd agree that this man needs big respect. WXW, Alpha the Wild Samoan, closing the doors after so long. Last Saturday was his big farewell thing. I'm super stoked that Alpha Junior is taking over the reins. So I know you guys done some things in WXW, and I applaud that. Are you excited for them to keep the doors open, however that looks?
I think it's good for them to keep it going because they got a lot of history there. We were their tag team champions. Bravo was their women's champion.
No surprise.
And we were champions during 2 of their Wild Samoan tournament, which is where all the tag teams, they come together and they compete for a shot at the gold. And it's one of the biggest events that they hold every year. And for both years, we were holding the titles while we had everyone in the entire WXW locker room gunning for an opportunity to win that trophy just to get an opportunity with Controversial Inc. So we have history with WXW.
Right.
We have history with Alpha, and we want to pull the curtain a little bit. We have a lot of respect for Alpha.
Yeah.
Alpha gave us an opportunity when we were younger in our careers to prove ourselves and to grow within the industry, and we appreciate that. I like the fact that his son is carrying over the legacy and the history of WXW, because out of all the companies left, there's only a few of them that have as much history as WXW. There's not really any other company other than one that's in Miami. Other than that company in Miami and what we're doing, there's not that many companies with years and years and years and years and years of longevity. And that's something that WXW has, and WXW has had one of the biggest names throughout their company. So it's good to see that they're going to keep running.
Is that company in Miami POW?
No. That the company in Miami is CCW, which one that's been running for a very long time. It's one of the longest running companies right now, other than WXW. But POW is a great company too. POW is a company that we've been a part of for about 5 years now, and that's a company that's drawing really good numbers, and they're bringing a lot of people.
Right. So RDLL, I got to ask you the same question. Are there any companies that you've been with that you hold gold that you can relate to the experience that Labrava just talked about with WXW?
For me, myself, I would say in Australia, I wrestled for a guy who used to work for WCW, International Wrestling Australia. I held gold for him. I did some TV stuff for him. I would say that they've been there for a long, long time. Prior to '90s, he's been around since the '80s actually, with this company. It's still running strong. For matter of fact, a lot of people don't know this. Rico's asking, how can everyone watch this match? We'll show up.
Buy a ticket.
It's gonna be a fight. It's fact.
Buy a ticket.
But
Where's it gonna be?
But like I said, not a lot of people know this, but Carney is something that wrestlers came through. This company showed me the ways of Carney. I mean, I did 3 weeks long, a show every day, a different, carnival around Australia. So been there, done that. But that's one of those companies that I really, really respect. I don't know, as for my partner, if he has one that, with longevity, maybe the one with John Davis.
Man, honestly, I don't see how this relates to this match this weekend. This weekend, I'm just really looking forward to getting in there with Little C's and Salazar sandwich and have Labrava get in the car with us so we can take the damn and then I'm gonna drop him the same night.
Without any due respect, sir, let me talk to you why I asked that question, because let me talk to you.
Let me turn on this camera.
Let me talk to you, sir. The reason why I asked that question is because there are many promotions in this business, and it's just not about XIW. There's a man that I put Florida wrestling on the map, and that's Alpha, the Wild Samoan. WXW deserves all the respect that they can get. I'm sorry I interfered with your little conversation, but I just wanted to make that point that I'm going to, as a podcast content creator, I'm going to give respect where respect's due. And if we can't respect,
nobody wasn't giving. So we know that the respect is already there. Like I don't know why you're bringing that up, because I mean they stated their stuff. You asked us. I stated my stuff. I talked about Australia. Nobody talked bad about Alpha. Ain't nobody, talking bad about Alpha.
The reason why I asked that question is because I wanted to put over how good Controversial Inc. is, and how I think that you are overthinking it, paying attention to Labrava when you need to be paying attention to Mr. C.
It's Labrava, not Labrava. First,
Labrava, sorry.
You're all up in their nutsack.
You gotta learn how to roll your R's. You gotta roll your R's.
Labrava, come closer.
I think
Labrava, right? Is that better?
I think Scott's a little nervous. He's getting all rattled up, raising his voice. You know,
just a little bit.
Me?
I think he's not used to having people of our caliber here.
I agree.
Me?
Yeah.
I've had people your caliber plus some. I've had Alex Kane, Shane Taylor, Austin Aries, Chris Wildcat Harris. Mr. Anderson. I've had people in your shoes. Chico Adams.
Do all these people get you that flustered?
No, I'm flushed. I'm flushed because of disrespect they're showing you, sir.
It sounds like you're a fanboy. That's what it sounds like.
Nothing we're not used to at this point.
Excuse me?
Nothing that we're not used to at this point, because people like to disrespect us. But you know what we do?
I'm not disrespecting you, ma'am.
You. RDLL. Whoever the
So let's get to the final thing then. If RDLL has their all panties in a bunch, let me get to the final thing.
Panties in a bunch. Look at this guy.
Their panties in a bunch. They have panties. They don't even wear underwear.
Show, whatever. Anyway, RDLL. You have the opportunity. I was born not to let you do it, not to show your faces. You have the opportunity. But you have also the mic for however long it takes for you to tell Mr. C and Salazar anything you need, the last shots to be fired, anything you need to tell them what to expect or what not to expect. It's your time. Go.
So, Salazar, we know each other very, very well. Labrava, we know each other very, very well. But after we're done on Saturday, after we beat you, I hope that you could take it like a man, all right? And afterward, after a good, hard-fought fight, because los boricua, eso es lo que hacen, y tú lo sabes, tú lo dijiste.
Yep.
After we're done, hey, take it like a man. We'll have a shot afterward. We'll be done for the night. How was that? If not, hey, I'm down for that street fight too. I'm down for that street fight. So at the end of the day, be prepared, because I think you're underestimating us, man.
Controversial Inc.
I don't think it's underestimating, though.
I don't think it has anything to do.
Because Labrava, you've been in my corner and you know how well I can go.
I've been in what?
Yeah,
but I've never been in anybody's corner besides.
That's a curious question.
Does that have anything to do with Georgia? Okay.
Maybe Georgia.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna go any further than that. All that I'm saying is it's not that the fact that I'm underestimating you guys. Because every match that we go to, we're prepared for anything.
I can tell.
And you're saying that you have all these accolades behind you. Did you gone toe-to-toe with one of the best tag teams that Florida have to offer? Did you guys wrestled in Australia? Did you guys been in TV? Did you guys been everywhere? I'm not underestimating you. I take all that into consideration. Because on Saturday, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make all those accolades not matter at all. That's what I'm going to do on Saturday. I'm going to make you feel that everything that you worked so hard for has been for nothing.
I hope so.
That's what's going to happen on Saturday. And if you're feeling froggy, we can do the street fight.
Turn on the camera. Turn on the camera.
Hey, turn on the camera.
I don't care. If you're feeling froggy, we can go.
We don't have to wait for a street fight, man. Like if they permit it, I'm down. If you down, because that's
Ain't
my
no yeet on Saturday. You feel me?
Turn on the camera. Turn on the camera. Turn it on. Turn it on.
LeBron, RDLL.
Turn it
So
on.
I hear you say all the time, past like 10 minutes, you made this quote about 6 or 7 times. You've had Labrava in your corner.
Yes,
Is she gonna be shocked when she sees you?
Yes. Well, she knows exactly who I am. She knows how good I am.
Yo.
She's been in my corner. She's been my manager. She knows exactly what I'm capable of. And you know why I know that? Because she wouldn't be in my corner if she didn't know how good I was.
I mean, I do have to kind of agree because I do hang out with winners, which is why I hang out with you guys. Look at that. That's why I hang out with controversial.
That probably meant that at one point, you were a winner. At one point, you were worth being in our side, being a side, side with Brava, side with controversial. But it seems like your alignment lately has not been good. It seems like your alignment lately.
On my side. Let's get that straight.
Hey, Scott, look. To wrap it all up, it's an honor to wrestle for XIW. This will be my first time stepping in the ring. We're looking to walk out with gold.
No, it ain't gonna happen.
And as far as Controversial Inc., Salazar Sandwich and Little C's, you can't prepare for somebody you don't know. New team champions this Saturday.
We'll see about that.
2 times, because I ain't never lied.
Oh, I can't wait to call him the biggest liar of XIW once you guys win. Oh, we need to drink to that.
So Labrava, when you guys win, come over to the Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast table.
Wow.
And I'll let you sit down at the mic and you can call that team the liar. And I'll bring some shot glasses and we'll toast to that. And we'll make it official on Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast.
Wow. What a
Look at that. Look at the type of VIP treatment that we get. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
I do appreciate the
enthusiasm.
The offer.
Love it. Yes.
But I thought this was an impartial podcast.
Thank you.
I'm just basing it off your confidence.
I'm
saying the same thing, RDLL. So I'm not biased. RDLL. The offer's the same.
So
if you beat these guys, come on over to the podcast table. We'll have a toast. And you can say to these guys, I told you so, as you walk out with their titles and that lovely lady behind them.
But it won't. No. They're not going to win. They're not going to win. You know why? Because Controversial Inc. is going to continue to be the most dominating tag team champions XIW has ever seen. Ever. 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 And I'm going to be writing in their backs.
Hey.
Not your guys.
Hey, tell Chris Silvio I said hi.
Okay.
Who?
So you know him too. So you seem to know me. You seem to know Brava. You seem to know everyone I'm around. You seem to know everyone, right? You seem to know a lot about me.
Yeah, that's right. You're damn right, I know.
On Saturday, I'm gonna make you pay for trying to play this little charade of not showing who the hell you are.
I want to enjoy it.
Scott, do we have permission for these ingrates to show their faces on camera?
Apparently, whatever agreement they came up with XIW, basically the whole point is for them to not show their face and to be a big surprise so the people can be like, oh no, look at these guys. They're going to be able to beat Controversial Inc. That's the whole deal, right? That's why they paid you the money, so you can be some type of mystery team, try to get in our heads, and try to take our titles on Saturday. That's not going to happen. We're going to humiliate you guys, and if you don't like it, you're just simply going to have to deal with that.
I was told by John Saxon and Adrian Whisper to keep them off camera. That's what I was told.
Turn on the camera. Turn it on.
And if you guys choose to turn the camera on, that's totally on you guys.
Rules are meant to be broken, guys.
And you can face the consequences. I'm not.
I am so sure that we're going to win on Saturday. I don't want to see their face right now.
Do you have any ideas who these guys might be?
I have an idea. Surprise me on Saturday. Come on, shock me. I want to see my face. I want to see how I react when I see you guys, because that's the only moment that you're going to have where you're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel like you got me. You're gonna feel like you shocked me. You're gonna feel like you surprised me.
Yeah.
During those 15 seconds, when you walk out and you do your entrance, that's the only time where you're gonna probably shock
It's
me.
only gonna take 3 seconds to surprise you, and then you're gonna
Those
wake
3
up.
seconds ain't gonna happen
Just
because
letting
those
you
3
know. 3
seconds, the bell's gonna ring and they're gonna say, and still XIW Tag Team Champions
Sure
controversy.
about that? It's gonna be 3 seconds. You're gonna wake up and notice those tag titles gone.
Ain't gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Listen, man. This side stroke boot is gonna shock you. This chop is gonna surprise you, and that 1, 2, 3 is gonna crown us the new tag team.
Yeah, if you don't trip over those 12 size clown shoes that you wear.
You might want to call up Exotic Youth, Salazar.
Why do I need to call Excited Youth? I won titles all over the world without needing them.
That's the only way you can win gold, Papa.
Nope, I won gold all over the world without needing them.
All over the world.
Yeah.
Dude, I did my job. I stirred the pot. I caused the shit talk to happen. I'm enthused about this conversation the last hour and 10 minutes. It's been a joy to listen to RDLL and Controversial Inc.
What does RDLL even stand for? Can we talk about that for a quick second? What the hell does RDLL stand for?
You'll find out. You'll find out.
Really dumb, lazy losers.
I love that.
That's good.
That's really good.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about that because Saturday you're gonna get a fight. You wanted a fight, you're gonna get a fight. That's exactly what you're gonna get.
Wait, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Anybody have anything else to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you a sandwich.
Yeah. I'm gonna crush you like a sandwich.
You know, since you know the guys were fawning over my wonderful, graceful presence, I will have merch available, and you can buy merch from me. It's fine. It's totally fine. I'll even be nice enough, and I'll sign it with my autograph, and I will personally deliver it to you guys. How does that sound?
They just gotta pay.
Yeah, you just gotta pay $10 for a paper ton, $20 for a shirt.
So if I buy a 8x10 from you signed, will you buy one of my coffee cups with my logo on it?
Maybe we'll talk about it.
Maybe since it involves coffee, maybe we can talk something up. But apparently, my offer left RDLL breathless. Of course it did. Of course it did.
No,
I'm gonna leave him breathless.
Maybe my partner, but I'm me. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in fighting. So.
All right. Well, guys, to answer one of the questions, where can we watch this if we're not there? Yes, we would love to have you guys buy tickets. It isn't a new location this time. I think it's at a school. I don't know. I don't know. I have to look the address up, but it is April 20th. It is at 5:30 is bell time, right? If I remember right, 5:30 Central is bell time in Panama City Beach. It's XIW Resurrection. You'll see tag teams. You'll see singles competition. You'll see Damian Wayne. You'll see Jackson Slade. You'll see Controversial Inc. You'll see RDLL. If you're not able to make it, you will be able to tune into the podcast on the Facebook channel or the YouTube live channel. Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast will be there live. We'll be recording and showing the feed live on my podcast and doing some commentary, and maybe you guys will show up at the table. Maybe you guys will come talk shit to me. I don't care because I can stand up and talk shit back. But
wonderful.
That is what's going on. You guys have been to my table, so you know. A couple shows ago, you guys did come by and say hi. And you guys were pleasant and you guys were respectful.
I mean, you got a little triggered about a couple things that we said, but that's besides the point.
Correct. I did. I got triggered. I got heated. You're right.
Yep.
But that's what I love to do. RDLL, I didn't mean to offend you if I got too uppity on you, but that's who I am. That's Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast. That's a Huge Pop pot stir. That's why I love what I do. It was a joy to have you guys on my show. April 20th, boys and girls, that's where it's going to throw down. You're going to have 4 big men in the ring. And hopefully, like I said, when Cody Rhodes faced Roman Reigns, I hope that it's a clean, fair fight. Because obviously, you guys got a bunch of stuff on your shoulders that you want to get off. So all I want to see is a clean, fair fight. Will we see an RDLL fight or will we see a controversial fight?
You don't have to worry about being a clean fight or not. You just got to be worried about who's going to be the champions, and the champions is going to be controversial. Ain't plain and simple.
No.
You ain't got to worry about anything else.
Okay. So you say satisfied. So you say, like I
I
said,
just want to add, it is. You know what? It's at. You know what? Hold on a second. I've got an announcement to make. So it is at the AD Learning Village, and if you want to see Controversial Inc. retain their tag team titles, all you have to do is just pay $15, general admission. That's it. Or if you want a closer look at what actual champions look like, then just pay an extra $5, $20 VIP tickets. Duh.
That gets
And
you a
then you
bowl
can
of gumbo,
watch
doesn't it?
controversial.
That gets you a bowl of gumbo as well, I think.
Yeah, I think they can. I think they can. So why not enjoy a good ass whooping with gumbo?
I might smash some gumbo into her face.
Oh,
What's
Hey,
that?
hey, whoa, whoa.
What is that? It kind of seems familiar.
Finn Balor.
Nah, come on.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It looked a little bit like Finn Balor. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out where I've seen that before. Because that
So,
does look familiar.
that is in
Spanish.
That is true.
Labrava. That is
Hmm?
interesting. They said that you've been in their corner. That
That
should be
match
very
does
hard.
seem really familiar.
I'm just saying that mask looks a little bit familiar, and I'm trying to figure out what state it
Who
could
said
have been.
that's a mask?
right?
He look. That looks like a luchador.
Does look like a luchador.
Have you guys ever faced a luchador?
We faced a few,
We've actually faced quite a few.
played quite a few, so doesn't really narrow it down for us.
No.
Okay.
So
But that's
Is-
okay
Okay.
because we're still gonna humiliate them. It doesn't matter who they are.
Okay.
Let me ask you something controversial, Inc. Are you going to bring that big, goofy-looking manager of yours there too?
oh Lord.
You're more goofy looking than him, but here we are talking.
Where's he at?
He's handling business. You think you want a family reunion in this podcast?
This is the dedication I talk about. This is not what XIW deserves.
Ay, bendito sea la madre de
XIW
Dios.
deserves tag team champions. We're gonna be
Oh,
there
here we go. Here we
after
go.
the month and be there for the fans and showcase the titles as they should be showcased.
You know,
We're getting like one. Look, we're missing a manager. We're missing Little C's. Little
Yeah.
C's in Puerto Rico shopping for boot inserts. Come on
Yeah.
now.
yeah. I mean, I don't think XIW deserves crybabies as champions. You know, that's why they're staying with us because all
Right.
you're doing is crying and whining and complaining
You're
about
right.
how Carlos is not here, how Yuka is not here, and
You're
how it's
right.
only us here. What you really should be wearing is Saturday. So
absolutely
you're doing all these extra complaining and whining and trying to think that you're poking holes in my game by trying to get in my head because they're not here right now. But obviously, we're a unit. Obviously, our success speaks for itself.
You're right. XIW does not need no crybabies for champions, and that's why they called our phones. That's why we're going to take that title away.
You know what?
Oh, we're gonna make you feel like crybabies on Saturday. That's for sure.
You know what?
Alpha step down is a new era. It's a new day, and we coming through. We're gonna usher that in. New
Oh, yeah,
champ.
let's see.
Understand
You know what?
that. Out with the old, in with the new.
You know what? They sound very confident. Let their confidence be their downfall. I'll leave it at that.
I think that's right. Good point. I mean, not that I'm on RDLL side or Controversy Inc. side, but that is a good point. Let both of your teams' confidence speak for themselves, right? In the ring, whether you have one of Controversial Inc. team here or two RDLL team there, but you guys both seem very confident in your skills and what you're going to do on Saturday night.
I do want to say one more thing because you're talking about confidence. When you have two teams that are very confident of what they are capable of doing, the type of fight and match that you're gonna get because of that, it's gonna be more than just a match. It's gonna be a fight, and it's gonna be two people trying to prove not necessarily to each other, but more to ourselves.
I think we can all agree on that.
So Saturday is gonna be very interesting, very heated, and it's gonna be a fight because it seems like none of us are gonna back down, and none of us are gonna stop. And it seems like the four of us, like all of us, like this type of environment to be put in an environment where we have to claw our way and fight our way out of.
Look, hey,
welcome.
Salazar, I'm glad you fired up. I'm glad this podcast got us fired up. So it looks like three of us are not going to back down. Little C's, he might not have the heart you got because he's not here. So he didn't go through what you just went through for the last 60 minutes. So you might have to pick up his slack if you're able to. But I doubt it if you don't know what you're going to prepare for this Saturday. the odds are against you, my man. Nobody's gonna come help you this weekend.
So my last question is
Sorry.
my last question for you guys is Controversial Inc. knows the statement, and so I'm going to ask them first, and you can RDLL. You can finish. You can answer the question last. Are you ready to bring the real fight shit?
Yes.
That's what we've been talking about this whole time. You know, that's what we've both been talking about this whole time. I think we've made it pretty clear about what our intentions are on Saturday. I'm pretty sure RDL already put out their intentions on Saturday. You know, we already said that we're willing to take it to the next level if it has to be. Why? Because we both want this. We both want these titles. We both want to show XIW who the better tag team is. And if we want to take it to the next level, we will. I don't think any of us are going to question the level that we're willing to take this fight to. If it doesn't end on Saturday, then that's fine. We'll take it another level because that's what we do. And that's the type of environment that I like to be in. And based on what I'm hearing from them, that's the type of environment they like to be in too.
But you should know that already because you've been in my corner too.
But
You
I
should
don't know
that
who
already.
you are.
You know what? Labrava. Man, stop throwing stuff at old ladies. You know exactly who I am.
No, it can't be that guy.
No. No.
No.
It can't be him.
No. It can't be him. It can't
As
be.
a fan, I want to see real fight shit, and I have a feeling that will happen. You guys will be bringing the
If you don't behave, Scott, you're gonna get gumbo to your face.
Puerto Rican street fight. Here we go.
Yep.
So
I don't think it's him.
RDLL, you showed a little bit of you're brave enough to show a little bit more, or are we just gonna keep it hush hush?
I don't need to. I already told him enough.
Okay.
I already told him enough.
All right, fans, Huge Pop Wrestling fans, thank you for this hanging in with us the last hour and a half. On Saturday, you're gonna see hashtag Real Fight Shit. You're gonna have RDLL versus Controversial Inc. It might turn into a war. Probably will before it's over. Based on the comments everybody's made, you'll be able to see Labrava put up her women's title belt at the XIW arena as well. Panama City Beach. If you can't get there, tune into the podcast on that Saturday night. And don't go anywhere, guys. If you're gutsy enough to stay in I'm going to play a closing song. You guys, Controversy knows this song all too well. You can have comments or not. I don't care. I love you guys. Thank you for being on the podcast, and we'll see you Saturday.
All my dogs, make some noise up in this house.
Who is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction, so you know what's going down. And when the drive-by's coming, then you better hit the grind. Cause when your body hits the canvas, then your head is knocked out. Who is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction, so you know what's going down. And when the drive-by's coming, then you better hit the grind. Cause when your body hits the canvas, then your head is knocked out.
Fight with Adrian Whisper is like a fight with the devil, because when he's dealing with you, you cannot get on this level.
Fight with Adrian Whisper is like a fight with a king. It's like a fight with an army. They got the tanks and everything.
He's leaving bruises and stitches, possibly leaving you crippled, cause when he sets up the table and sends you straight through the middle.
Six sadistic free, beat that ass with a light bulb. Leave a piece of glass embedded in the back of your skull. Who is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction, so you know what's going down. And when the drive-by's coming, then you better hit the ground. Cause when your body hits the canvas, then your ass is knocked out. Who is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction, so you know what's going down. And when the drive-by's coming, then you better hit the ground. Cause when your body hits the canvas, then your ass is knocked out.